from the inside out. Whoever you are and wherever you are on this journey, I'm so thankful that you've entrusted me to be a part of it. I look forward to praying for you and hearing from you along the way. Sincerely, Debra. Chapter 1. Choosing Marriage, the Hardest and Greatest Thing. Did you ever think someone could show you love through a bologna sandwich? I didn't think so either. Until I found out my then boyfriend, now husband, a broke medical student at the time, spent close to 2 months eating bologna sandwiches every day to cut down his grocery budget to $10 per week, just so he could save enough money to buy me an engagement ring. Marriage will cost you, in big ways and in small ways. When you think of the cost of marriage, what comes to mind? According to recent statistics, couples today spend an average of $26,720 on a wedding. That's a lot of money, but it's nothing compared to the cost of marriage. Marriage will cost you more. It will cost you something great. It will cost you a price much higher than the money you spend on a ring, or a wedding, or a cake, or a honeymoon. It will cost you yourself. The real cost. Too often, people enter marriage with high expectations, coupled with low awareness of what it involves. While most people entering marriages have heard the phrase, marriage requires sacrifice, they have no idea what that sacrifice will entail. In a recent survey I took of over 1,000 singles, 3/4 of them agreed with the statement that marriage will require sacrifice, yet close to half of them believed marriage would also be easy. I don't know about you, but I'm fairly certain the words sacrifice and easy don't go hand in hand. I don't get it. This was supposed to be simple. I thought that once the wedding bells rang, we'd be happily ever after. I was counseling a young woman who found herself trying to reconcile the differences between her expectations of marriage and the reality of marriage. And she's certainly not alone in this disconnect. So many people think happily ever after just happens along the way. Oftentimes, we don't have the hard conversations before marriage, and many important topics, from sexual expectations to financial habits to family history, tend to get pushed to the back burner as we're prepping for the wedding. We're more concerned about the flavor of our wedding cake than about how we'll manage conflict and communication. We're so busy creating the perfect wedding announcement that we fail to discuss creating the best atmosphere for our future marriage. It's almost as though we're ashamed to admit that the process of becoming one might be difficult. Maybe we think discussing our apprehensions will make us look weak or sinful or selfish, and so we pretend the hard things don't exist. And for those of us who attempt to have the important conversations, those conversations tend to be incomplete. When I surveyed more than 1,000 married men and women, more than 96% of them said they believe the average person does not understand the cost of marriage going into it. That's a staggering number. It tells me we're given the blanket statement that marriage will be hard, but we're not really prepared to tackle those hardships when they come. We're not trained, we're not equipped, we're not even aware. We don't know what to look for. We assume that two good people trying to do the right thing will always equal a good, strong marriage. But unfortunately, as I've seen time and time again in my counseling office, that's simply not the case. Even though marriage is one of the most significant choices you will make in life, it's the only one you're given a license to do before you've actually learned how to do it. Every other major licensed accomplishment comes by way of a substantial amount of time, energy, education, and preparation. You go through 8 strenuous years of training to get a medical license. You have to clock numerous hours of driving to get a driver's license. But marriage? For marriage, you get a license first and hope you somehow learn to succeed along the way. Is it just me, or does that sound a little backward? Just like anything worthwhile, marriage requires knowledge, training, effort, and sacrifice.